Our next inductee set the course for rugby league to develop and flourish with a blend of vision, passion and the will to succeed. He is known for his role as Executive Chairman of the Australian Rugby League during the 90s. Ladies and gentlemen, Hall of Fame number 138, Ken Arthurson.
In 1983, the public perception of the game was probably at the lowest level I can remember in my life in rugby league, and it was just one of those periods of time that the league have gone through over the years, a period of adversity, and we sought the views of the public, we sought the views of people in radio, in television, in all areas of the media. We tried to get as many opinions as we possibly could to give us an idea as to what direction we should take. And out of it all, I think we really did pretty well. And because of that, the New South Wales Rugby League became incorporated. And since that time, it never really looked back.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Mr. Ken Arthurson, the presentation party, ARLC Chair Peter V'landys and ARL Commissioner Tony McGrath. And it is only fitting that we will invite another man to the stage alongside Ken. Please also welcome into tonight's charter class Hall of Fame number 139, John Quayle.
The centrepiece of the commercial is Tina Turner singing her hit song The Best.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Quayle to share the stage with Mr. Ken Arthurson. This is going to be a trio. We'll get you in close to the microphone if I can, boys. We'll try and manage this. Age before beauty. Ken, can you imagine your life? You've had a life serving rugby league. Can you imagine your life without rugby league?
Oh, not really. It's been my entire life actually, rugby league, and I've got to say that I've enjoyed every moment of it.
You boys, you know, one of the turning points, and in the grab that we ran, the Tina Turner promotion. I mean, it changed the game. It's a game changer. Who takes responsibility? More of the responsibility, Ken, John?
Well, Ken always wanted to take responsibility for it. When I told him we were going to do it, he said, "You're kidding, mate. How much is that going to cost?" And that's the sort of chairman he was. So, you know, when Tina came out, he said to me straight away, he said, "Now, mate, I'll make sure that you tell her that I've done all this." But put it this way.
And what's more, she believed it.
Yeah. The song was written for you, Ken. The Ken Arthurson, the John Quayle that the rugby league public knew, the fans, we saw two strong-willed men. So were there times where you were at loggerheads? Did you agree on everything?
No, look, I've got to say that probably John, not only was he a great administrator, but he's one of the best friends I've had in life, and our friendship and has always maintained even since we retired. But during the time we were together, we did try our best for the game, and hopefully we didn't do too bad. The Tina Turner thing was a great thing for rugby league. John first put the proposition up to me, and as a matter of fact, at that time, do you recall, the board weren't too happy about it.
No.
And John asked me to speak to the board and make sure they agreed, which fortunately I was able to do. And anyway, of course, as you know, Tina came out here and was a great success.
That is just one part of your story of administration. You both stand here tonight in the Rugby League Hall of Fame now, having served your duty for the game. How do you best describe it, the life of administration in rugby league? Is it a roller coaster? Is that one way of describing it, John?
Well, Andrew, it certainly is. I think as administrator, you try and make decisions. We came together at a time of great change. We were fortunate to have a board that were prepared to change. And I was fortunate to have a chairman who was prepared to take the risks. And I think a lot of people talk about Tina, but to us there were so many things at that time that changed the game. And we fought for a long time to get live television. We fought for a long time to get expansion, because our clubs, it was a New South Wales predominantly competition, and the clubs were very nervous about the future of expanding. And I think I'm very pleased now when you look back at and see what the administrators are doing today, that how we've continued to expand. And I think back then, I've got to say that when we talked about expanding to 18 teams, the submissions from all of the 4 clubs were so good. Ken rang me in the morning and said, these 4 submissions are equal to each other and we should not ever split them. And it was his decision to take the game to a 20-team competition. And I think that was one of the great achievements.
Well, I think it's so appropriate that you're both up here together, even though you have lived separate lives in rugby league and achieved so much. Congratulations, inducted into the Rugby League Hall of Fame, Mr. Ken Arthurson and Mr. John Quayle. Thank you, Ben.
Could I just say one thing? I've worked with a lot of people in rugby league and a lot of good friends and people that have known what they're doing, but none better than John Quayle. Not only was he a great administrator, but he's been a great friend, and we've retained that friendship all these years since we've retired. But I'm just proud to be up here with John because he's a top bloke.
Rock solid.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Can you get the last word? So, John, I think there was right to reply.
Well, you don't need to. I'd just like to say to the Commission and thank you for putting us both in together to acknowledge what we did in the past and that contribution that we've made, that you have acknowledged it. And to all the great players that we've seen here tonight, we're all very fortunate we've had an opportunity to be part of this great game. And to Ron Coote, so worthy, Ron. You played with those 2 wonderful clubs and 9 grand finals, and to us to be part with all the players tonight is really a great honour.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, John Quayle, Ken Arthurson.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you very much.